Last week, we found out that Jeremy McGrath can't in fact be defeated. The two guys behind me, David Villeman and Mike LaRocca, are able to move up in the points table. But check this out. The season is going to be a quarter way through tonight, and Jeremy says he's ready to get back on top. He doesn't like to make excuses, but two things he had going for him last week. His good friend Jimmy Button was injured in practice, and he lost his front brake in the first turn. We'll see how Jeremy comes back tonight, but he says he's ready.
LaRocco second in points. David Villeman won his qualifying heat last week. A preview of the whole shot, lead every lap, main event for his very first 250 Supercross win last week in San Diego. So he's getting set once again to try and take a psychological advantage, David, and win this heat race and go directly to the main event.
He's going to have to do it from a mid-tack start.
LaRocco cutting into a second place start with Ricky Carmichael taking the whole shot. Larry Ward now, who's riding with a cracked rib, is in second place. Ward going down hard in the last race in San Diego. There's John Dowd, number 16, hitting the turn.
He just got bumped into somebody and went off to his right, it looked like. But Villeman did a fantastic job of getting through those first couple of corners clean and getting himself into fourth place. Heading into the first corner, he was mid-tack.
As Ricky Carmichael leads, and Larry Ward, his Team Kawasaki teammate, in second. Let's take another look at it.
Yeah, it did look like Dowd got connected with somebody there in the Honda. Maybe that was Sebastian Waugh. That's not the way you want to start your night. It looks to me, even if he rides fantastic from here on out, he's still going to be headed for the semi.
This is going to be interesting with Mike LaRocco in third. Mike LaRocco is known for not getting good starts and coming from behind, but can he take the lead? This is a good test before we get to the main event for LaRocco. Here's LaRocco, number 5. Number 934 right behind him is Villeman.
Here's what I think is going to happen, Art, is the way the track's designed, there's a lot of corners that are wide open, and you have to go in there on the inside and protect your line. And right now, he's got to worry about Villeman. Oh,
Mike LaRocco goes over the bars. David Villeman holding up. Sebastian Waugh also behind him, number 31. So Mike LaRocco now might have a tough time making it directly to the main. In fact, it looks like he'll be going on to the semifinals. Take another look.
Well, check out his timing through here. He's thinking about trying to hop over this jump here at the end. He sets the front wheel down. I think that just caught him completely by surprise. And
back wheel comes crushing down on him.
I'm glad to see him get up the way he did, and Villeman didn't hit him. I was thinking that could have been a collarbone. You see him fiddling with his shoulder pad. Hopefully that's all that it is.
So Mike LaRocco will be on his way to the semifinal round.
That was a absolute classic endo.
Boy, could this be a confidence boost for Ricky Carmichael.
He needs one right now. So does Larry. Both these guys have been riding well in the practice sessions. I've seen them ride during the week. They look sharp. But things really haven't been coming together for them in the main event. They're either riding well and don't get the start, or they get the start and they get tight and fade back. Here's an opportunity for him to get the ball rolling.
Larry Ward, number 10, experiencing a slow start on the season. He had a sore back when the season started. And, of course, last week's crash. I'm surprised he's up there now as they all lap number 5, Mike LaRocco. Carmichael, Ward, Villeman, Waugh, and Craig in the top 5 positions. Only the top 4, remember, make it to the main event.
And now these guys both realize that LaRocco is going to have to go to the semi as they continue to click off 58-second lap times, which is as fast as we've seen all day in the practice session.
Both Ward and Carmichael clicking off 58-seconders.
It was more like 59 in practice, so the track, they've reworked it slightly since practice. Also the race, the intensity, the adrenaline, you tend to have that lap time come down about a quarter to half a second.
With 5 laps to go in our opening qualifying heat from Phoenix, Arizona, we'll be back with more EA Sports Supercross in a moment. Free accessories and great financing on selected models. Welcome back to Phoenix, Arizona. EA Sports Supercross underway. Our 4th round of the season. Ricky Carmichael leading our opening qualifying round.
And he's looking sharp. He's starting to put a little bit of time on his teammate Larry Ward, and I think what Ward's going to have to worry about slightly is the same as LaRocco was, is Villeman is starting to put the pressure on.
There you see Villeman on the Team Yamaha in pursuit of Ward, who looks back to see who's there. Cutting to the inside is Villeman, making the move. Here comes Larry Ward back. Retakes second place. 4 laps to go, David.
I like to see that, too. Villeman could have gone in there and taken the front wheel of Larry Ward. These guys have a lot of respect. It's a long night. And he's confident in the way he caught him. He'll be able to do it again.
Here comes Villeman cutting inside. This time, will he make it stick?
He still got the job done, and both times he didn't have to make contact.
Important for Larry Ward to qualify here coming out of the qualifying heat and not have to go to the semifinal or the last chance qualifier because of that sore shoulder. So he wants to hang on to 3rd place even though he's losing time to David Villeman.
With 3 laps to go, Villeman, it's possible he could get up there and start to bother Carmichael a little bit because his pace is pretty quick. A 57-second lap time. It's only a second faster than the leader, but lap riders, a couple mistakes by Carmichael, and this could be a real race to the wire. That final corner before the checkered flag is going to be interesting all night.
This is Ricky Carmichael's first race in Phoenix. He was injured last year, of course, with the very bad injury in San Diego, the race right before this one.
I lived in Tallahassee for a while, in that area of Florida where Ricky's from, and this is the kind of soil that you have down there. He may be real comfortable right now.
Ricky looking for his very first heat victory on the season. This is his 2nd year in 250 Supercross, but it's his first full season on a 250. He went back to recapture the 125 National Outdoor Crown last year.
I really love this dirt, and I'll tell you what, the whoop sections are getting beat down so quickly. There's nothing they can do about it. They've tried to water it, steamroll it, do everything they can to pack it down, but when it gets worn out in one groove, that's where it becomes one line. Normally, that's the place to pass.
A good shot showing us the interval between Ricky Carmichael and David Villeman in 2nd place. Villeman with a near-perfect ride last week in San Diego.
I'll tell you what he does that I really like. Watch how early he gets on the power. So he comes in there skidding. Already he's on the power. That wheel starts to track, and he's in a controlled slide on the power earlier than most of the other guys. And he makes up just a split second every corner that way.
Final lap now. The white flag lap is underway for Ricky Carmichael and David Villeman. Larry Ward still hanging on to 3rd with Jean-Sebastian Waugh in 4th place. Heath Voss, the privateer, in 5th, but looks like Waugh's got the best shot at it. Ricky Carmichael staying up on 2 wheels. The move-over flag is out for the leaders as they come by on their final lap.
All Ricky really needed to do was get a win like this, establish a little bit of rhythm. I don't think he's worried about Villeman coming up. Maybe he's only about a half a second slower lap, and right now it doesn't matter. He's just studying the racetrack for the main event.
I might be mistaken, but his last heat win was in San Diego before the accident in the main event.
Over Jeremy McGrath.
Absolutely correct. His best finish last year was a 4th place.
And he just shows us the drain plug.
The checkers for both Ricky Carmichael and David Villeman, 1 and 2 in our qualifying round. Our first one of the evening from Bank One Ballpark in Phoenix. Larry Ward hanging in there well. And Stefan Roncada has taken over 4th place as we take a look at those who've qualified and moved directly to the main event. Carmichael, Villeman, Ward, and Roncada just edging out Jean-Sebastian Waugh, who will go on to the semifinal round. Let's go down to Davey.
Well, Ricky, on your first visit here to Bank One Ballpark, the place seems to agree with you. You like the dirt or something?
I love the dirt, Davey. I tell you what, my Kawasaki's working awesome. It feels good to be up here. Just taking me a little bit longer on the 250 to work up to the level that these guys are at. Feels good.
You definitely look comfortable out there.
Thanks a lot, Davey.